Hey friends, my name is Aki Dearest. So welcome to a series that I run on my channel called the Otaku Monthly Favorites, where at the end of every month I share with you guys certain anime films, certain anime series, OVAs, manga, and in this video and possibly the other episodes, I will be introducing a segment where I introduce to you guys certain apps and video games that are anime and otaku related. And at the end of every video, I do a Q&A segment where you guys ask me questions on Twitter using the hashtag DearAki. That's this hashtag right here. So without further ado, let's get right into it. One of the most hyped anime films that I have been waiting so long to see that I finally got to watch in theaters is called The Boy and the Beast.
あなたは知らない。人間の世界とは別に。おめえ、生きてんのか死んでんのか。
化け物。なんで人間の子を弟子なんかにするんだ。
認め合い。いつしか芽生えていくかけがえのない絆。負
けるな、熊鉄。
キュータ。化け物の子。
The Boy and the Beast is directed by Mamoru Hosoda, who actually made one of my most favorite anime films of recent years called Summer Wars. Now, although both characters are reckless and although both characters are very stubborn, there is this unwavering bond that was so unique and so visible to me. The connection between Kumatetsu and Kyuda extends beyond teacher and student. It was like it was brotherly love. It was as if it was father and son. Actually, it was like they shared the same soul. And when it comes out on DVD, I'm definitely gonna go buy it. And when it comes out on other streaming websites, please give The Boy and the Beast a shot. Definitely recommend this to you guys. So this anime that I want to introduce is an OVA called Katsu. Now, if you're into artsy anime and you haven't seen Catsup yet, you might actually take a good pleasure in watching this. But regardless of whether or not you appreciate very artsy styled anime, this OVA actually makes you feel really weird. I highly suggest that you don't think too much into it while you're watching it, and there is some gore in it. Now, it is based off of the manga series, which is actually structured a lot better, although it still has that vibe of very dreamy, very nightmarish, and very abstract kind of art style. But the story still makes somewhat sense and is a lot more organized than how the OVA played it. And after looking online, it turns out that not even the directors can even tell you what it really means. So if the director himself doesn't even really know what it means, then it probably means that this OVA is more just gearing towards just expressing the art style of Catsup. But the OVA as a whole, I'm gonna give it a solid 7 because of the fact that the manga is much more structured than the OVA. Also, if I were to watch this again, it's honestly just to appreciate the art. But if you guys are in for kind of a mind trip, I definitely suggest Catsup for you guys. Now, I have read quite a bit of manga this month, but it was all because I was introduced to a manga artist called Shintaro Kago. Now, I kept seeing that Shintaro Kago kept appearing in the related searches to Junji Ito, which is a horror manga artist prodigy, but reading a lot of his manga, I think I just look at him more as an artist, and I'm probably more inclined to actually just want an art book of Shintaro Kago's work rather than actually reading a manga. Like, one of the manga that I tried to get myself into is called Everything's Peaceful. The genres were very mixed up, but if any of you are familiar with Shintaro Kago's work, or if you are interested and you do read it, then definitely put in the comment section down below of what you guys think. Alright guys, so I'm going to introduce you guys to an app and a video game that I've been introduced to within this month. Now, if you guys follow me on Twitter or on Facebook, you guys probably have seen me post a lot of pictures from an app called Mikucher. Alright, so here's the app right now, and we're gonna click on start. And as you can see, it gains access to your camera, and you can see Miku just standing there. Now, if we want her to sit on the couch, we just have to go to option, and then click on pose. And then there's all these different types of poses. So we got a sitting one right there. You can also change the size of her by just doing this. And you just click on shoot. and it'll save it and you can share it on Facebook or Twitter. So Vocaloid fan or not, I think you guys are actually going to really like this app. It's super fun and it's super cool to share out just online with your friends. Now for this next segment, I wanted to share with you guys a game that was introduced to me called Kanpani Girls. Now you've probably seen some other YouTubers play this on their channels, and luckily the company did reach out to me. They gave me the game to play, and I really want to share with you guys the gameplay of this. Alright, so this is Kanpani Girls that I really wanted to show you guys, and I've already had the pleasure of pretty much being addicted to this, but I want to show you guys basically how this works. So we're going to start the game right now, and I'm just going to do a quick rundown of how this works. So you are the CEO of basically the cutest moe war team or mercenary team that you could ever hope to have. Now explaining the tabs here, this is the facilities tab where you guys can actually create your own equipment. Now, for the employees tab, I'm just going to give you guys some insight on who's on my mercenary team, but this is where you guys can get some good insight to who's in your party, and it also tells you the stats of each adorable character. Now, another feature that I noticed is that you can lay off people in your parties. Sorry, you're fired. Oh, that breaks my heart. The next tab I'm going to show you guys is the configure tab, where you guys can actually build up your party, and my limit for now is just 5 people. And I can just change the position of where I want all of my girls to be, not in more ways than one, I guess. And obviously the gem of the entire game is usually the quests, where you guys can actually see your moe girls fighting. We're gonna keep going with the main story, or at least I am. And obviously we're gonna accept the quest here, and it shows you everyone that's on your team. So I'm gonna say that, yeah, that's pretty good. We're gonna keep it at that. Ittekuru wa? Some of you may realize that this game has quite the plot in it. So I'm going to show you guys the gameplay of how the fighting system works, and I'm not doing anything. This is basically just all doing it by itself. To the north or to the south? To the window or to the wall? Which one should we do? Let's go north. So we're gonna fast forward, and that's a really nice feature that they have there. Look at all of them leveling up. They're all going through puberty. That's the most beautiful thing about this game, isn't it? Alright, so I'm gonna change up my party here to make the weakest person on the team play, because there is a very interesting feature here when you are not strong enough to handle quests on your own, or if there's someone way too weak. Oh yeah, yep. I could do this again just to watch that beautiful half second there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So that was Kanpani Girls, guys. I just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown of how this game works. I've already had the pleasure of basically being addicted to this moe game. And also, there will be a link down in the description of where you guys can play it. And the company was more than kind enough to give me a coupon code for you guys. And I'll also name all of the series that I've named in this video down there as well. And now to finally wrap up the video, I'm going to be answering a few questions that you guys asked me on Twitter using the hashtag #DearAki. Honestly forgot my question. Why are you wasting my time here? If you could be any Vocaloid, who would it be and why? I really like the Chinese Vocaloid. I'm probably gonna butcher her name. Luo Tiani? I'm sorry, I can't speak Chinese, but she's adorable. What kind of music are you into? I actually make my music playlist public. If you guys go to the playlist tab on my channel, it's titled My Music Playlist, so if you guys want to see what kind of music I'm into, like, there you go. You guys can listen to that. What are some of your favorite Japanese bands and artists? Nightmare, Pillows, and Exist Trace. What's your opinion on tentacle hentai? Welcome to the channel. Can you give us some advice to start a YouTube channel? Upload, and keep uploading until you figure out what the fuck you're doing. What is your impression of the YouTuber Einstein? Get out! Have you ever heard of Tool? They have amazing music. My favorite album is 10,000 Days. If you were a cat girl in Nekopara, would you be willing to share kasho with other cat girls? Yeah, sure, as long as most of that time is spent with coconut. Masarap ba ang adobo? Have you met Joey in real life? I love adobo. And no, we haven't met in person, but we will be seeing each other this summer. Have you considered making another AMV? I would love to see what you make. And I would love to make AMVs, but it's just so much time. What's your favorite girl of the Euphoria hentai? Whichever ones lived. Didn't like 96% of them die? Joey, Senpai, and Misty are dating. What do you think? I think they will roleplay some Boku no Pico shit. Boys will be boys. Your thoughts on K-pop? It was better back then. How do I know if I'm a pervert? Is that a bad thing? Alright guys, that was all the questions I could get to. If you guys have any more suggestions or any questions you guys want to ask, then feel free to do it through Twitter or the YouTube comment section down below of what you guys want me to review for next month. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!